What? We're going to talk about Detroit 2 by Big Sean. By Big Sean. Not Lil Jon. Not Lil Jon. Yeah! Big Sean. Okay? So here we go. Big Sean, Detroit 2. First look, first reaction, first breakdown. Off gate. This is sick. I used to go to Detroit with my boy Laf. I haven't seen him in a while, actually. Shout out Lafayette, the 4th. But anyway, the buildings in the background definitely look like Detroit, from what I remember. And you have Big Sean in this. He does look like a little Sean, just because the photo is from a little far back. But it has been photoshopped a little bit, because I don't think these children up top banging these buckets. Oh, not even children. Those are not children. They're fully grown men. Okay. I don't think they could have got all floaty up there. So it's a photo in Detroit. Oh, and by the way, this album art was made by Mike Carson. Shout out Mike Carson. So it's Big Sean in a power stance in front of, I don't know what building that is, but it's in front of there's a chain link fence and he's standing next to a bucket or a trash can. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, silver trash can full of flowers. Check that out. That is full of flowers. And he's standing in front of this fence, in front of this building, with the big trash can of flowers, and then these 4 men above him banging, like you've seen people like in New York or on the streets, buskers. Are they called buskers? I think they're called buskers. Like they play drums on the buckets, like freaking just on buckets, and they go crazy. So they're playing on upside down buckets with flowers coming out of the buckets, and they're just floating in the air above him. I love how the one dude's got his stick in the air. The rest of them are going in. I wonder who they are. I wonder if there's some people that he actually knows, or if they're just some people, some random Detroit people that he decided to, put in the art, put on for his city. Detroit, D-Town, Dirty D. So in this album art, again, no title, no artist name. I'm starting to think that this might just be a thing to do. Like if the photo is that iconic, or if the art is that iconic, don't put, your artist name or album name on it to, I guess, take away from the overall piece, because that's what these album arts are, is art pieces. What's Big Sean wearing? What's he wearing? Just looks like some white forces with some, torn up jeans, a little bit baggy. Baggy jeans are kind of making a comeback, honestly, a little bit. And then just a normal button up. He's got some jewelry. He's got a Detroit hat on. Looks clean. Let's see. What else can we say about this piece? I like how in the front, in the foreground, is just down here, this little bit of grass. I like that. Gives you a little bit, like you're a little bit in the art. And then in front of that, it's just him on like a sidewalk in front of a street, power stance. It's probably about 5 p.m. Looks like the sun's either going down or the sun's coming up. It's either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Nice clouds in the background. I like the negative space over here, top left. That negative space. As far as composition, okay, I can kind of see some shapes here. So you got this building here. It's like a rectangle with the triangle on top for that building. And then you got a triangle here as Big Sean. And then you got a piece over here, I'd say probably like a square. You could probably box that. And then you have, now that I'm looking at it, there are a lot of shapes, especially in the building. But then the people up here, that's a rectangle. Then you have this rectangle, this kind of box, this box, this box. Yeah, okay. So now everything's kind of fitting in like puzzle pieces. The street, that's a long rectangle. And the sidewalk, that's a long rectangle. And then you have that negative space up here. That might be where I would have put the parental advisory that's down there, which is also a box. But I do like it. So in that sense, this is super balanced and composed. But I don't know. This negative space is nice. Artist choice. Who is that? Mike Carson. Mike Carson, that's your choice, bruh. Super creative. I wonder what all the roses and the buckets, like what the meaning behind that is too. I did see like a logo. It's like a D with a rose through it. So he's going with kind of a rose for the branding of this album. I wonder what the meaning is behind it though. What else can I say about this? I don't know, man. Overall, I really like this. It's not super overwhelming, but it's better than the Katy Perry one. I wouldn't even say better. It's just good for different reasons. You know what I mean? It's good for different reasons. I would give this one probably an 8 as well. We'll put the 8 up here in this negative space. But yeah, it's good for different reasons in the sense that this one isn't as not commercial looking. It's not as set up or something like that. It's not as set up. This is real raw in a way, especially because it is just a photograph. The other one had her name and the title on it. So maybe that one definitely needed typography. This one definitely doesn't. This one is super hip hop. Definitely super hip hop. Yeah, I think that's all I got to say about this one. I do really dig this album cover. One of my favorites this year? Is it memorable? Definitely. I'm gonna definitely listen to some of this record just because of the art. Okie doke. Good job, Big Sean. Good job, Mike Carson.